So if you're looking for a bow with some pretty decent rolls, the Vow is about the best you can get in terms of static rolls on a very fast draw time bow. Now we're probably going to individually review this here pretty soon. Hope to have it out probably this afternoon. But before we get into that, let's just talk about Crimson Days, everything that's involved with it, because we do have new light players or just new players in general that have never even seen this event. This is essentially the Valentine event. And to get started, you want to go to the tower, see lure shacks, and pick up these bounties. Now, each one of these bounties actually rewards you confectionery hearts, and obtaining these confectionery hearts will allow you to purchase any of the items down below. You got a ghost, you got a sparrow, you've got a weapon ornament for Warcliffe Coil, you've got the duo sparrow, which will allow you to like link up with someone else if you want to get all about that and sparrow together. You also got that gift box, which by the way is absolutely garbage. Now granted, I only buy like 2 or 3 of them, but it just gave me blues every single time. So don't waste all of your confectionery hearts on that thing. Like I wish it gave you like masterwork course, and maybe it does, or enhancement course. Jesus, get with the program, Cross. Now the one item that is somewhat desirable is of course the fully masterwork bow called the Vow. Now the Vow, we reviewed it last year. We're probably gonna re-review it this year, but it has actually one of the best static rolls that you can have on a fast draw time bow. It is a lightweight frame bow. It comes with a draw time masterwork with a combination of both rapid hit for that increase in stability and reload speed, combined with Archer's tempo for that decrease in draw time after every precision hit. It's not as fast as Hush, but man, it's close. We'll talk about it some more this afternoon though, guys, when we individually review it, but that's actually going to cost you 100 confectionery hearts to purchase. Now, the easiest way to get these hearts is, of course, to do the weekly Crimson Days bounties. These give you 75 a pop, although one of them does require a completion of 7 daily bounties, which is not possible to do on day 1, but the other weekly bounty simply requires a nightfall completion with one other fire team member. Again, they're really pushing for the whole double treatment here. So it's advised to go ahead and hook up with your Valentine. Mine happens to be less here, and off into a nightfall we went. We just did one of the nightfall ordeals, and this will grant you 75 confectionery hearts. And of course, you got the daily bounties too that will give you some confectionery hearts, but just doing doubles in general also grants you confectionery hearts, but I think it's only like 7 per game. Now, just like in previous Crimson Days, there's like a twist on this Crucible experience, as Bungie is really pushing you to stay on top of your teammate. Now, upon hugging your teammate throughout the entire Crucible match, you gain benefits. These benefits actually just boils down to really high ability regeneration, everything from your grenade, and I'm pretty sure your super and other things also gets increased ability regeneration. Now, we did some pretty funky stuff last year, as in we rolled up in there with skip grenades and Shinobi's Vow, and just threw skip grenades all day long. And you could do that. I hate to even bring that up, but that's a legit thing to do. But pretty much any class that has some decent grenades will greatly benefit from this Reunited perk. On top of that, there's also a Vengeance perk or buff that activates when your teammate is killed, which actually will mark the enemy that kills them. I think that's how it works. Maybe it's just the enemy that damages them. Either way it goes, everything here is really pushing you to play with your teammate and push together as a unit. It was actually a lot of fun. It really is. Before we got booted, we actually ended up getting booted back to orbit because Destiny be buggy these days. We wanted to try like double divine protection on the Warlock class and just run around with that increased ability regeneration and just constantly keep giving ourselves overshields. But there's a multitude of things you can do there to take advantage of that ability regeneration. Now, there appears to be what looks to be like a debuff when you get too far from your enemy called drifting apart. I don't know if this actually like slows down ability regeneration or not, or if that's just something visual there to say, hey, you need to get close to your teammate or something. But it appears if you're looking to take advantage of Reunited and avoid receiving that drifting apart debuff or whatever, you need to be at least 10 meters from your teammate. Unfortunately, this actually results in like people camping more. Like they normally like sit on top of their teammate in the back of the map. I saw a number of Revoker users just sitting there laning. We were using snipers because that's like the only thing to combat that, right? Like if you can't close a gap, especially if it's like a really long lane, sniper's about the only way you can deal with those guys. So that is Crimson Days. Nothing too exciting, nothing crazy, no major shenanigans. We do have reset though that occurred today, and everyone is getting their fractalines back. Stage 5, I feel like it's probably going to be met sometime tonight. And depending on what the stage 6 and stage 7 goals are, we could possibly go ahead and punch out both of those this week. Now, I know there's like a lot of people that aren't donating. A lot of people just want to invest, get back more fractaline, and that's great. But understand, guys, we are right there, man. We can know what's behind stage 7 right now. Now, I'm not telling you what to do with your money or your fractalines. You're your own person. Do what you want to do. But come on, don't you want to know what's on the other side? So hopefully we see some more people donate this week. I understand everybody wanted to invest last week, but let's see what's behind door number 7, guys. It's speculated we're going to be looking at trials. Who knows? Who knows, man? It could be just an absolute debate. You never know with Bungie, guys. Well, fellas and ladies, thank you all for coming and watching. And as always,
slap that like button like your mama told you right.